video is all about motivation, getting that fire within, that red from the Red Delta Project to really just burn bright so that we really have a strong motivation for the exercise that we are trying to do. We're looking at two different schools of thought, okay? One is the main mode of motivation. A lot of times people are hitting plateaus. They're saying, I'm getting bored with my workouts, no motivation for the gym. And a lot of times what ends up happening is variety is the prescribed method for breaking up that plateau. And it makes sense, give yourself something different to look at, some different sensations going through the body and all these sorts of things. And it can work. It can be very refreshing. I know a lot of times this is what happens when people go from kind of a routine bodybuilding sort of style of training, and then they go over to CrossFit and stuff like that, and they're like, oh, it's great. Every day I go in and I'm doing something different and I'm learning new skills and my body is kept guessing and everything like that. It's very good, it's very effective to be training like this, but I got something even better. I got something way better, that of progression. Variety is good. It keeps us fresh, but at the same time, it keeps us guessing or confused. And I know a lot of people are like, well, that's the point. I don't think that's a very good thing. When you're guessing and confused, it means you don't know what you're doing. It means that you're lost. If I'm guessing where I'm going, I'm like, I don't know where I am, and very confusing, very stressful kind of situation. The thing is, our motivation, our personal motivation to do things is based off of an internal scale, both in our subconscious and conscious, based off of, okay, there's reasons to be doing something, and there's reasons not to be doing the thing. And if there's more reasons and bigger weight given to the reasons to do something, you've got motivation to do it. And if there's more reasons not to do it, then you don't have motivation to do it. A lot of people think it's about willpower and I gotta will myself through it. No, when your mind is saying, I don't really want to do this, there's a good reason for that. It literally is saying it's not worth the costs. It's not worth the benefits of doing it. But the thing with variety is when things get new and novel, it's kind of like, okay, that's new. And your mind is kind of saying, okay, maybe this is gonna work. And then you give it something new. Maybe this will work. And so it's not necessarily getting a lot of benefit, so to speak, sometimes. It's just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna make a choice on whether I should be doing this. I'm just gonna hold off on that for a bit. So we bring in variety, and it's like, what about this? What about this? What about this? And it's not really hitting motivation really hard. When we have progression, and we know that we're getting further with our training, when we go to that gym or when we do our push-ups and we know we made progress and we're getting what we want, then that's like 100 times more powerful than variety, because the mind isn't saying, well, maybe this will work, maybe this will be good. The mind is like, this is what I want. This is why I'm doing this. This is exactly what I want. Whenever we're doing something and we're putting forth cost and we're getting what we want, that little scale that in our mind is saying, keep doing this. This is what we want to do. And it almost becomes like a drug to a certain degree. I remember years ago, I used to do auto racing in parking lots, what they call autocrosses. And it's like I'd go through and I'd shave a second off. And then I'd go through again, I'd shave another second off. And you only got 4 laps. But even though after 4 laps, I'd be like, get me out there. I want to run again. I could do it faster. I know I could do it a little bit better. Just one more run. Come on, just, whatever I need to do. When we get that taste of progression, when we're making inches forward and we're getting the results we want, that's a hell of a lot more motivational than just throwing stuff at a wall and seeing what sticks. Thoughts down below. Till then, be fit, live free.